Why, hello there, YouTubey people. I like to call you YouTubey people. My nose is a little red. So not sure if I'm gonna post this today or if I'm going to post it tomorrow, but we will see. I'm gonna talk about moving. Now, I've moved quite a bit of times in my life, and my recent move has brought me across Canada from Ontario to Alberta. Now, I'm going to start with my closer to home moves. I've only moved like 6 to 10 times in my life. So the first move would be probably the one that I don't remember from my parents' apartment. We moved to our semi-detached home. It was still in the same area. It was just a bigger house because my mom was pregnant with me and we needed a bigger place for us all. I really need to get my eyebrows done. They are starting to look like man brows. Wow. Wow. Okay, I am going to get my eyebrows done this weekend. That's my decision. Because I can't even stand looking at them anymore. So you're welcome. Anyway, back to moving. So yeah, that was my first move. And then something or other happened with the semi-detached house, and we ended up moving to another place that was only like half an hour away from where we were. Oh, whoa, back up a little bit. While we were in the semi-detached house, we were in foster care twice. So, first time was when I was 12, and then we were 20 minutes to 30 minutes away from that time, and then the next time we were still at that house. The place was called Ashcroft. And so we were still there when I was 16, and then we went to foster care. And then when we came back from foster care, or was it? No. Sorry. I'm so sorry. But the amount of times that we've moved is so... I've been back and forth so many times, it's hard to remember where I was at what times. Anyways, so we went back after foster care the first time, we went to a place called Battleford. Everything was in Mississauga, which is in Ontario, Canada. And the only reason I'm telling you this now is because I don't live there anymore. I'm not telling you the name of this town that I'm living in now, so it doesn't matter. I'm sorry I'm a little kooky in this video. I'm so tired. It's only like 3 o'clock, but I have like half an hour until I pick up my son's grandma from work because we borrowed the car to go to his swim lessons. And I am just loopy right now. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Anyway, so we moved to a place called Battleford, and I went to high school and stuff there, and then went back to foster care while we were living there, and that was then we went to Brampton for that, or was it Milton that time? I think the first time we went to Brampton, the first time I went to Brampton, the second time we went to Milton, and then my dad moved to a place called Copenhagen. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Copenhagen, which is where he just had to move from, and the last place that I recently moved from. So, so we were living at Copenhagen, and then when I was 19, I went to college, and I I still stayed at my dad's house, and then I met my boyfriend, my ex-boyfriend, and he lived in Georgetown, which was 20 minutes away. And then I ended up getting a place of my own when I was 21. I want to say 21. I got a place of my own on a horse farm or horse ranch, whatever you want to call it. It was super fun, but it was not close to anywhere where I could get a job. I worked at the horse farm, but didn't make me any money. So, and that was like $675 plus half hydro a month. Yeah. No way I could afford that. So then I found another place on Delarix, which was still in Georgetown. It was just in town. That was $497. It was close to $500 a month for that place. And then I got a job at EB Games. And then I couldn't afford living at that place anymore because all my money was going to rent, and I had like $50 for food for an entire month. So, I mean, it's a good thing I had an eating disorder, or else I probably wouldn't survive. But I was going to the food bank and stuff because I really had no money to even do anything with food. So, it's not a good thing I had an eating disorder. It's not a good thing I have an eating disorder. It's really not. But, for funny situation. And then I couldn't afford to live there. So I moved in with my ex, who was my boyfriend at the time, and lived with him and his parents for a month. And then I moved back in with my dad. And then after I moved back in with my dad, and I got pregnant with my son, after that I moved in with after my son was born. He was like 6 months when I moved in with his dad and his uncle. And then his uncle was an ass, and I didn't want to put up with it anymore. And I said, look, I don't have to be here. I can move back in with my dad. But the issue with living with my dad is I have severe asthma, and it's really hard for me to breathe in a smoky environment. Not only that, but it's very bad for a child to grow up in a smoky environment. So unless I was downstairs in the basement all the time, there was smoking in the house, which I didn't like. So after 2 months of living with my dad, I decided, because my mom passed away and there was really nothing keeping me in Ontario except for my dad and stuff, but he's doing fine, so I love him to bits. And then he's having money issues because he was laid off and all this, and so he had to move out and downsize and all this jazz. And then my son's dad's mom was like, I have a 2-bedroom basement apartment, and she lives here on her own, and normally she rents out the basement, but she's okay money-wise and doesn't need to rent it out, so she offered to have myself and her grandson, my son, move in with her. And I am so thankful, because it's a smoke-free environment. I have my own room. He has his own room. We have so much here, even though we live in the middle of nowhere. But it was a very difficult move. I mean, it's one thing to move half an hour away where you can drive back and forth and bring everything, but when you have a 4-hour flight with a toddler, you can only bring so much. So I only brought 2 suitcases and his baby bag with me. Crazy, right? And then his dad had to ship all of our boxes and all of our stuff here, which finally got here, which I've shown you in another video. And I cleaned up, and those were the last of my boxes, and I got that, and I packed it all, so I'm pretty much all set to go now. I'm super happy. It's so nice here. Everybody's so nice, and I'm so thankful. And hopefully the last move I have to make is like right across the street or somewhere super duper close, because I do not want to move anywhere anymore. I'm done. I'm over moving. But yes. I'm just waiting on my son's dad to come here now. And then our little mini family will be complete, and I'll be happy, and everything will be good. Anyway, that's it for my moving video. I'm getting better at making videos already because I've only made... This is my second video where I've actually been able to finish and not split it into multiple parts. I'm happy and excited, aren't you? Anyway, I love you guys. And as I say in all my videos, I will continue to improve in making videos. I will get better. Love you guys. Bye-bye.